Now, NBC5 First Warning Weather, the area's certified most accurate forecast.
We've been talking a lot about the safety precautions people can take throughout the day. Staying away from riverbanks, of course, because they're so swollen, the ground is so weak, and the water in some places is still rising.
And I know sometimes it may be tempting. You see the water, it looks shallow across the road. You're like, I can make it. And a lot of times you can, but you just don't know what that road looks like under the water. And that's really the big problem. We were seeing that in Barrie all last night, people thinking they could get across, and then there's a big hole in the road where it's washed out and the car gets trapped and disabled. So we just don't want any more situations like that, of course, hampering the effects of those trying to help in the recovery efforts. So just try not to get in the way of all that. A lot of incidents here. Look at the traffic map, just littered with all these road closures, flood damage, especially from the Northeast Kingdom out towards central Vermont and then Essex County in New York. We can zoom in on some of the harder hit areas. St. Jay in particular, right near 91, and then Marshfield and Plainfield right there. Barrie out toward Peacham and Topsham. Montpelier, not much of an issue there, but of course Route 100 from Stowe down to Waterbury and down into the Moortown area. They had some issues there with some closed roads, some washed out roads. Charlotte Spear Street, just north of here, also washed out, and then of course out toward Essex County and Crown Point, out toward Mariah and Elizabethtown. Route 73 near Keene Valley is closed right now because of the flood damage. So it wasn't just Vermont. Northern New York, you were in this as well, but currently in northern New York, there's really no river flooding issues that we're seeing. There's issues with the Lamoille River in Johnson. Look at the graph. It's really come up in the last 12 hours. We're right into major flood stage now, 17.61 feet. It's still rising, so I think the crest time for the Lamoille River will be sometime later this afternoon into the evening, and then dropping off pretty quickly overnight into tomorrow, but not before Route 15 in the usual spots like Johnson and Cambridge. All those fields around there, they certainly will be underwater before all is said and done if they aren't already. We're also watching the Winooski River very closely, Essex Junction, because it's just crossed into major flood stage, still rising. It may take until later tonight to finally crest before it falls. Always falls a little bit slower because remember, the Winooski is sort of a main artery that carries all the tributaries. All the smaller rivers go right into the Winooski, and that goes out to Lake Champlain. So it's always a slower response time on the Winooski River out by Essex Junction, and especially toward Burlington. The Intervale certainly will be submerged later this afternoon. Just hate to see it. You can see why though. Rainfall totals, all this rain fell in such a short amount of time. We really had a 12-hour window of these rainfall totals, and some 2-3 inches in a couple of hours. That's going to cause a lot of problems. 6.7 inches is the top total we could find in Heinsberg. I'm sure there are some isolated totals higher than that, maybe 7.5 inches. Duxbury, one of the harder hit areas, 5.85 inches, just about 5.79 in Richmond. Many towns out to the east also coming in that 5 to 6 inch range. 5.69 in St. Jay, Charlotte 5.39, couple of washed out roads there. We've still got a lot of active flood warnings, again, mainly for the rivers. St. Johnsbury, Passumpsic, we got a couple of rivers out by Barton, and then of course the Lamoille is right here near Johnson, and then we've got the Winooski under that flood warning from about Richmond points west toward the Intervale in Burlington, because those are the rivers that are still rising. Closer view of the Lamoille and the Winooski there, you see those are the pretty much last areas with the flood warning around. We don't have any flash flood warnings, of course, because we're not dealing with much rain coming from the sky. Now, you might be in the Northeast Kingdom saying, oh my gosh, it's pouring right now. Not going to be as much of an issue. You see Brighton up toward Barton, there's a couple of quick moving downpours. St. Jay just had one, but these are not nearly as widespread and not really causing any issues on the roads today. So here's Futurecast. You see we'll have a couple of downpours around through about 5 or 6 o'clock. Again, maybe an additional 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain, but we're not too concerned with additional flooding. It just may hamper some recovery efforts for a time this afternoon. Tomorrow should be a lot drier. We've got a mix of sun and clouds, more clouds than sunshine, I'd say. Just a small chance of an isolated shower or two, but it should be mostly dry on Friday. Saturday, we're sort of stuck in this pattern. Sunshine in the morning, couple of storms firing off in the afternoon. Again, these aren't looking very concerning. Not too concerned with a flood threat there on Saturday. So a couple of storms on Saturday. Sunday's looking like the pick of the weekend. Highs near 90 though. Lots of sunshine and staying very humid. We're still under the influence of that Bermuda high, which is pumping in all of this warm and humid air from the southwest. And that pattern sticks around. It also means more thunderstorm chances, especially as we head into early next week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, not looking like a washout any of those days, but certainly the chance for thunderstorms will have to be closely monitored. We'll watch it here in the Weather Center. Jack?
All right, thanks, Matt. Lewis